Next up on member profiles, we have Scott Bernstein, and he is here with a company called Mathnasium. Love the name. Scott, tell us, what is Mathnasium?
Oh, Mathnasium is a place where kids and even adults, got to keep that in mind, can go to catch up, keep up, get ahead in math. And usually we've got people falling in all those categories at the same time. Great place for them to come and learn how to use number sense and build their skills.
Now, all right, I'm going to play one of you out there in TV land, and you're a parent, and you got a kid, and he comes up to you and he says, Mom, I hate math. What would you say to that parent and that student?
Been there. I was a I hate math kid, and had my head down on the table at home crying, homework, I hate homework, you know, that kind of stuff. And the bottom line is, what I found out is I hated being confused, intimidated, and embarrassed by math. That teacher coming around going, okay, you answer this question, and you're like, I'm going to die. I'm going to just die right here. And part of the problem was that I didn't have number sense. I was always trying to solve the problem, come up with the right algorithm that I could work it, but I just didn't have number sense, and I was lost and confused.
All right, you mentioned the words number sense. What does that mean?
Number sense is basically when you can count from any number to any number by any number. It also is that you can split wholes and parts, fractions, our favorite, right? Or we can look at differences. We can divide and subtract, all those things. Let's try an experiment.
Okay.
Going to try a little math on you, Peter.
I'm scared.
Here we go.
I hated math.
Come on.
I was that kid.
Come
I'm ready.
on,
I'm ready.
let's
I'm
try.
Ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Add these numbers for me. 999, 99, and 9.
It's all right. No, you know what? I'm going to think about this. So if I go 1,000, and I go 100, and I go 10, so that's, geez, no, I just forgot what I was thinking about. What is that? 1,000 and 110 minus 3.
And that means?
Is that number sense?
And what do you wind up with an answer? Minus 3.
Well, whatever.
1,107.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, good answer.
Don't ever do that. I played sports. So,
but
that's number sense?
You used
Seriously?
number sense.
You know what? Because I didn't do that when I was in school.
Yep.
But I've kind of played that as I got a little bit older. Here
right.
I was doing number sense
Learning
the whole time.
how to group, learning how to work with those numbers is number sense. You did not write it down on a piece of paper.
No.
You didn't do an algorithm. You were figuring it out in your head. Lots of kids don't know how to use numbers. They're sitting and just stumped. We have it from birth. Take 5 cookies. You have your friend over, and Mom goes, you can have half of the cookies between the two of you. You're going to do fractions before you know fractions. That last cookie is going to be precisely divided.
Yeah, perfectly.
Perfectly.
No
That's
doubt.
number sense.
You know, and you talk about kids being dominated. I mean, when you say 999, that's intimidating.
Yep.
You say 1,000?
Get it.
Yeah, it is literally that simple.
Yep.
Boy, I wish we'd have had Mathnasium when I was at Fred Moore and Wilson and all the rest of them. All right, so let's say we got that student that hates math, or maybe one that loves math. What's the next step, and how can Mathnasium make a difference in their lives?
First thing is, I would really invite parents to come by with the kid and look at Mathnasium. It's a fun environment. It's a great place. Kids think math. They come being dragged in. They get in there and they go, oh, that's not so bad. It's actually kind of fun. The next thing is we would do an assessment. That assessment allows us to get a precise snapshot on what that kid knows and what their growth points are. From there, we customize a math plan. No kid has the same math plan. We don't go to the shelf, pull off the book, and say, start to study. It's a customized math learning plan that's strictly built around their strengths and growth points. So we can take a kid who struggles, take a kid who loves math, and we can work with either of those because we've got a customized math learning plan for them.
You know, and how critical is math to their future? I
it's
mean,
huge.
it touches every aspect of everything.
Huge.
And it's so critical for them to, number one, enjoy it, more importantly, be fluent in it. They talk about languages, but math is so critical.
Yep.
Now here's the scariest one that I dealt with early on until I found out that my kids were outrageously smart, thank you. And that was about homework. You know, how am I going to help them? And there's a lot of stuff I could help them with. Math was the one that scared me, and you know what, they never came to me because they didn't have to because they were smart. But for that parent out there that it does have that student that's
Yep.
coming to them and the nightmare of, oh my gosh, I can't fail this kid, I need to help him. How do you help them through that?
They're not alone. We have lots of parents coming in and saying, oh, wow, I'm in trouble. Bring the kids' homework with them. Every time we get together with a student, which we encourage them to come twice a week for an hour, they don't walk out with any homework from our place, but they do walk in with their homework. And we'll devote about 10 minutes of that time. Sit down, look at their homework, and see how we can help them. And we'll even work with getting a release sign from some parents so that we can communicate with their teacher at school, so that we can collaborate on that kid's learning plan together. So we'll help with homework.
And I would imagine the school district's got to love it. I mean, if it makes the kids smarter, hello, why wouldn't you help?
Those scores go up.
You bet. All right, you mentioned adults.
Yep.
You work with adults. How does that go?
Well, interesting. We have a lot of people going back right now for school. They're making career changes, and they're saying, I haven't used math in years. Can you help me? We can. Come on in. We'll do some refresher work with you. Brush up, get the cobwebs taken care of, and get you on your way.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we've got them tweaked out there. You can tell we've got them tweaked. I mean, there's parents going, I'm dying. I need this guy's help. So, Scott, first off, Mathnasium, where are you located?
9724 Schreiber. We're right off of 610 and Zane, right by Sammy's Pizzas. A lot of people know where that's at.
Sammy Perala's. You got to
There
love
you
pizza,
go.
but more importantly, you're close to everybody within our area. How do they get in touch with you?
763-269-6969, or they can go to our website, mathnasium-brooklynpark.com.
Scott, thank you for being a member. Thank you for enlightening us today about just how some people that might really be desperate for help can get it.
Good to be here. Thanks.
Thank you.